It is so good to be back with you today. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for welcoming me. I feel and am so blessed to be here with you because we are made for these times. We are made for these times, and I'd like to begin our lesson today with a quote. It's a beautiful quote. It's a quote that really resonated with me as I was preparing this talk, co-creating this talk with the divine. And we said that we need to share this. When life breaks you, it is because you are ready to be put back together differently. Yes. And every piece of you that feels shattered is a piece that will find a new place, a new purpose, a new meaning. Yeah. Trust that the cracks are where the light gets in. And sometimes in our brokenness, we find our greatest wholeness. Think about that. We find the courage to rebuild, to reimagine, to redefine what it means to be strong. You are not broken. You are breaking through. Feel that. Feel that. Because we are made for these times. We are not broken. We are breaking through. And I invite you right now to look around. I know you've had the meet and greet, but I'd like you to look around into the faces of your brothers and sisters. And online, I invite you to look at yourself in the mirror, or if there's someone who is with you, I invite you to look into their faces. Every eye, nose, mouth, ear that you see on each person's face came together to form these uniquely beautiful faces. These uniquely beautiful, diverse faces. Each of us is here with our own talents, our own intelligence, our own skills, temperament, gender expression, race, and other attributes and qualities for a purpose. For a purpose. Throughout the history of humankind, God, the good, omnipotent, has shown itself. Yes, through people, places, and events. Yes? I'm going to put some names up here. And these are just a few of the many people who have made a difference over time. They've shown up as God itself. The Buddha, Jesus Christ, Harriet Tubman, Susan B. Anthony, Gandhi, Viktor Frankl, Martin Luther King Jr., Mother Teresa, Harvey Milk, for everything there is a season. Hold to that. And I want to say before I share the book of Ecclesiastes, third chapter, first through eighth verses, I want to just say that as bad as things have appeared throughout history, there has always been a time for rising up. Always. There's always been a resurrection. Think about it. As bad as things have appeared, there has been a time for reimagining. As bad as things have appeared, there has been a time for reconstruction and to take affirmative action. Yes, as bad as things have appeared, and as bad as things appear now, this is the time for claiming your strength, your fortitude, your imagination, your divine nature. Let me say that again because, I'm not feeling it from y'all. So come on, all right? As bad as things may appear, now is the time for claiming our strength, our fortitude. Yes, yes, our imagination and our divinity. Yes, this is our time. And so I go back to that slide. For everything there is a season and a time for every matter under heaven, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up what has been planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to throw away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to release the embracing, a time to seek and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to throw away, a time to tear and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time for war and a time such as this for peace. Yes, our time is now. Our time is now. I'd like to share with you something that happened just recently. A friend of mine shared with me, not Ken, not my brother, but a friend of mine, another minister friend of mine, shared with me his sadness. And he said to me that he was sick to the stomach of what was going on, what is going on in our country under the current administration. He said he has never witnessed so much aggressive, non compassionate action on the part of the leader of our country. And he went on to say that this is the poorest example of leadership that he has ever seen in his lifetime. Ever. And so my response to him was, so what are we going to do? What are we going to do? And I said, it is not enough to be ashamed, disappointed. We must take action every morning, noon, and night. And so he then said, well, help me know what to do. And I was surprised that he said this because I know that he has been very active. But I thought about it for a moment because clearly he wanted to know from me what more he could do. And so I thought about it. And what immediately came to mind was Jesus, quite frankly. During this Lenten season, this is no coincidence that Jesus came to mind. Me being a PK of a Baptist minister. And so I thought about the time when Jesus was born, what he and his followers and others had to go through. Yeah. And then I thought also about the wars that we have gone through as not only a nation, but a world. And the different groups of people that have been marginalized and brutalized and killed by aggressive, non-compassionate leaders. And then you may think I'm kidding, but came to mind, I thought of Mr. Rogers. Remember Mr. Rogers? Yeah. And what did Mr. Rogers say? Look for the helpers. In times like these and similar times, when things look so distressing, look for the helpers. And so I said that to my friend. Look for the helpers. What local, state, and national organizations are doing the right things? Which one or ones of those organizations do you want to join and volunteer with? And talk to your friends so that you can build a coalition of helpers. And go within. I knew that he did this a lot. I knew that he meditated and prayed a lot. And go within and continue to listen for the answers. And he said, yes, thank you. We are called to action. I am called to action. Unity's fifth principle calls us to action. We use our first and second principles. There is one presence and one power, God. Our second principle, we are God. Utilize the principles and practices that we say we believe and put them into action. Yes. Because within us is the courage to build, to rebuild, to reimagine, and to redefine what our lives can be. And so as we go within, we find the courage by doing what we're doing today. Coming together in community, supporting one another, walking our talk. We must walk our talk. We can't just say we believe thus and such. We can't just say, I love you. Put those words into action. One of the wonderful ways of doing that, of course, is by practicing our principles, our spiritual practices like meditation. And I have to say, the meditation this morning, the sound meditation, put me in a special place. And I am standing here this morning, speaking, sharing what the divine within and I in my ego self created, co-created, because I was able to then synthesize all of that and be present now to share with you. So, my friends, I am saying, in order to cultivate what we already have within us, let's go within. Go within. Practice, practice, practice. Meditation, mindfulness, breath work to assist us in bringing forth our courage, our wisdom, our imaginations to reimagine and redefine our lives when outside forces threaten to harm us and each other in blatant and subtle ways. We were made for these times because we're here. You are not a mistake. You are not a mistake. You are not a mistake. I am not a mistake. Take that in. Take that in. Think about the people who have been told, and you may be one of them, that they were a mistake. that they are not meant to express who they truly are. Take that all in. And remember what Jesus said. Very truly, I tell you, the one who believes in me will also do the works that I do, and in fact, will do greater works than these. Now, how can you do all that if you're a mistake? Yeah. So let us prepare ourselves to do the works that are ours to do.